It was July and August 2020. COVID cases and deaths climbed as South Florida hospitals struggled with the surge.
This is getting out of control. Every day it's more. We're all at capacity.
Personal protective equipment like N95 masks, hospital gloves, and gowns were in short supply.
And with the height of the pandemic, now these things they're like gold, you know.
3 local men did know, and they concocted a plan to profit from that knowledge.
This was, if it's not the largest, it's definitely one of the largest theft of PPE in the United States.
James Ustanowski is an assistant U.S. attorney for the Southern District of Florida. He prosecuted the men and provided 7 investigates with a rare behind-the-scenes look at how the crime unfolded.
This is a still shot from a video surveillance cam.
The picture shows the large warehouse of a medical supply company in Broward. Ustanowski says the business became concerned about missing shipments.
They knew somebody was stealing it and kind of had to be an inside job.
Turns out it was. The company hired private investigators and later contacted authorities.
I think it would be very difficult, if not impossible, for just one person in the warehouse to do it.
Instead, he says this was a 3-man theft ring. Alexander Jolly and Knold Millian worked overnight at the warehouse. Pietro Sinclair worked for a trucking company the medical supply business used to transport supplies from the warehouse to hospitals. But
before he would reach the hospitals, he would stop at a residence in Broward County that ironically was rented by Jolly and Millian.
Prosecutors say they unloaded dozens of pallets in this carport, hidden behind cardboard and a couch. From there, the poached PPE was on the move in trucks again.
And this is them obviously under surveillance by law enforcement.
Ustanowski says the men made cash selling the supplies on the side, dropping them off at various locations like this one.
We noticed in continued surveillance that this white van then pulled up and product was loaded from the store into that van.
A closer look inside that van reveals boxes stacked to the top.
Those are nitrile gloves and N95 masks. We believe ultimately they were going to be, at least some of the pallets were going to be tried to be shipped overseas because they were so valuable.
Little did the men know the feds were about to put the brakes on their operation, arresting all 3.
They were surprised. They were definitely surprised.
Stolen in total, more than 8.5 million pairs of gloves, 57,000 respirator masks, and dozens of hospital gowns, all taken at a critical point in the pandemic when they would have been worth more than $2 million.
Who knows what the repercussions were? Patients not getting those masks, doctors not getting the masks, hospital staff. We'll never really know.
The federal prosecutor says the 3 men who had no prior criminal history were remorseful in court. They pleaded guilty, must pay restitution, and they were each sentenced to more than 2 years in federal prison. They are set to start serving their time later this month. Karen Hensel, 7 News.